Edward B Singleton, Chief Emeritus of the Edward B Singleton Department of Pediatric Radiology at Texas Children's Hospital, passed away on Saturday, January 10, 2015, at the age of 94, leaving behind a tremendous legacy of service to a field he pioneered. It's difficult to summarize his life without mentioning his incredible dedication to an organization he so loved.
1953, I was put on the payroll. The hospital hadn't opened yet. I was the first. Then Dan McNamara was hired as cardiologist, and Harvey Rosenberg as pathologist. And they came on shortly after I did, and the three of us had a wonderful Three Musketeer type of arrangement with each other.
So you were the first physician hired on.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I think so too now. I look back on it.
Singleton joined Texas Children's after finishing his residency at the University of Michigan and found an interest in the field of pediatric radiology, which didn't exactly exist at the time. When he heard of plans for a hospital dedicated to pediatrics in Houston, close to his hometown of Galveston, he knew he wanted the job as the chief of radiology, a position he was hired for and held from opening day in 1954 until 1994. Singleton retired at the age of 75 and said he was back at work in just 2 months. His love of teaching began when he was tasked with teaching residents and fellows in his new field.
That's just been the best part of my career, is my teaching obligation.
The Singleton sessions began in the mid-1950s.
Residents in pediatrics and radiology would gather in the auditorium once a week, Wednesday noon, and the residents would pick unknown cases to stump me, and they did frequently.
Singleton continued that tradition with his last teaching session being held just before he was hospitalized in late December.
Part of the reason I love it so is because it may be some knowledge for them, but it's an awful lot for me.
Anyone who spent time with Singleton could tell this was his happy place. He would often say he didn't need a vacation, and his favorite day of the week was Monday. He will be remembered for his dedication, his hard work, and most notably, his sense of humor.
The computer and I have a very adversarial relationship with each other. I'm convinced these boxes do not care for me, and they constantly are trying to trip me up, and usually do.
His 6 decades at Texas Children's seemed to be a highlight of a life well lived.
Miraculous, quick journey. As far as buildings and construction, we have an empire here. I remember something my dad told me once. He was my icon, my role model. He said, the beautiful surroundings, the structures you work in as a doctor, are not as important as the people you work with. The buildings don't make the reputation, it's the dedication of those doing the work. The best thing in the world is to wake up in the morning, know you have something to do, and maybe hopefully something to add to the profession you've been following for so long. It's an ego trip to come in and see your name on the wall. That's another reason I probably come in, be sure they kept my name on the wall.
Do you ever plan to leave this place, retire?
Yeah, when they carry me out.